I was woken up by laughter. It was Mom, Dad, and my sister. Mom's voice held a tenderness I'd never heard before. I floated in midair, watching the front door open. Even though I was a soul now, I instinctively floated over to greet them, wanting to get their slippers like I always did. It was a habit carved into my bones, the need to please.
Mom, I'm not in pain anymore. I'll be good. Please don't be mad.
I opened my arms, wanting to hug the woman still carrying the winter chill, but my hands passed right through her, like wind through nothing.
Why is it so cold in here? Is the heater off?
She pushed my door open. She didn't turn on the light. In the glow from the living room, she saw me slumped over the desk, not moving, like I was asleep.
Oh, still lying there? You think lying that will make me carry you to bed? Stella, you're 10 years old, not 5.
Mom! I'm not pretending to sleep! I'm dead! Look at me! Touch me! I'm cold!
But she couldn't hear me. She only believed what she could see.
Sister's a big sleepyhead. Look, my necklace is green, but Sister's is still red. Sister's always lying. She's even lying in her dreams.
Our Jenny's such a good girl. Don't mind this liar. Let her lie there. See how long she can keep it up.
Maybe we should put her in bed. It's cold out.
Put her in bed? The experts in scientific parenting say you have to be cold in moments like this. She has to realize her own mistake. Look at that red light. It means her mental state is still extreme resistance. She hasn't repented at all.
Mom turned sharply and closed the door again. I floated beside my body, staring at that single point of red light in the darkness. The sadness in my heart was colder than death itself.
Mom, if you had taken just one step closer, if you had just touched my hand, you would have known I was dead. But you didn't. You only believed that cold, lifeless machine, not the daughter you carried for 10 months.
Late at night, a mouse crept out of my empty closet. I used to be terrified of mice. I'd scream every time I saw one. But now, I could only float on the ceiling, watching it crawl all over my body. I whispered weakly. But no sound came out. The mouse bit through my toe. A little blackish-purple blood oozed out. I couldn't feel it anymore. Good. It finally didn't hurt. I said to the pitiful shell below me.
It's okay. You can't feel it anymore. It'll be over soon.
The next morning, sunlight fell on my body, but it brought no warmth. From the kitchen came the clatter of pots and pans. Mom was making breakfast. The smell of fried eggs drifted through the crack in my door. Usually, that was the smell I craved most, but all I ever got was boiled vegetables, because Mom said,
Liars didn't deserve meat.
Today, she banged the spatula extra loud on purpose. I knew what she was doing. She was trying to tempt me. She wanted me to give in, come out, and admit I was wrong. If this were before, maybe I would have confessed to things I didn't do, just for one fried egg. But now, I didn't need to eat anymore.
Stella still hasn't come out?
Nope. Stubborn as a mule. Spoiled brat. Fine. Don't eat. See if I care.
My sister drank her milk, her eyes darting around. She ran up to my door on purpose and took a big sniff. Then, with a dramatic yell,
Mom!
What?
Sister's room stinks! Did she poop in there? The heater was too strong. After just one night, I was starting to smell. Mom would hate me even more.
Stella! The bathroom's right there! Did your legs break? You actually pooped in your room? You're hopeless! You'd rather lose all self-respect than admit you're wrong?
I remembered once, when I was little, I had acute gastroenteritis. I couldn't make it to the bathroom and messed up my pants. Mom not only refused to wash me, she made me stand in the yard as a punishment. She pointed at me and told the neighbors I was as dirty as a pig. Now she thought I was dirty again.
Leave her alone! Let her sit in her own stink! Let it choke her!
It smells pretty strong. Let me check it out. Maybe there's a dead mouse or something.
Dad stood up and walked toward my door. My heart leaped.
Dad! Open the door! Look at me! I'm right here! Just turn the handle, and you'll see I'm not moving! You'll see my face, already turning black!
What? The server crashed? Okay, I'm coming right now. Honey, emergency at work. I gotta go. Might not be back for a few days.
But what about Stella?
Mom didn't even finish before Dad slammed the door shut behind him. I was stunned. So close. Just 1 second. If that call had come a moment later, I'd have been found. Maybe then I wouldn't have to rot any longer. That afternoon, Mom took my sister out shopping. The house was empty except for my body. At night, they came back loaded with fancy seafood and gifts. The smell hit them the second they walked in. Mom covered her nose, even gagging.
Stella! Does this place have to look like a lamb stilt?
She wouldn't even open the door to yell at me, like looking at that room would somehow dirty her eyes. She grabbed wide packing tape, crouched down, and viciously sealed the bottom crack of my door.
You like the smell so much? Fine. Rot in there by yourself. Just don't let it stink up the rest of us. Peace and quiet.
I stared at that sealed door. The last bit of hope in my heart suffocated along with the tape. Turns out, in Mom's heart, my life or death mattered less than a fancy seafood dinner. She'd rather seal me and then look to see if I died in there.
Mom, you win. I'll never bother you again.
Hey folks, this drama's got a heart-wrenching story full of twists. You won't believe what happens next. Head back to the homepage for more episodes.